Hi, I'm Twilight, my bilingual life. I want to help you become bilingual. Today I want to present to you a fun song by Ángela Aguilar and Cristian Nodal. This song is Dime Cómo Quieres. And it's kind of a song of them flirting back and forth with each other. And it actually became quite popular as a meme. This song has some very colloquial language, some very common things that you would hear, but they're not always perfectly grammatically correct. This is more colloquial language, more street language. It's a really fun song. There are some parts that go really fast, so this is a little bit of a challenge for the pronunciation.
Todo empezó cuando te vi pasar, sentí algo tan bonito que no sé explicar.
Todo empezó cuando te vi pasar. Empezó is the past tense of empezar, and that means to start. So everything started cuando te vi pasar. Vi is from the verb ver, to see. So when I saw you go by. Pasar is to pass, to go by. So everything started when I saw you go by. Sentí is from the verb sentir, to feel. So I felt algo tan bonito, something so bonito is pretty, but in this case, I would translate it as nice. So I had this really good feeling. Que no sé explicar. Sé is from the verb saber, to know. So I don't know how to explain. So everything started when I saw you go by. I felt something so nice that I don't know how to explain it.
Tú me cachaste y me gustaste más. Ay, qué chula rancherita, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Tú me cachaste. Cachaste is not really correct Spanish. It comes from English, to catch. So, tú me cachaste, you saw me, you caught me looking at you. This is absolutely not correct Spanish, but it is really common in Mexico. However, this verb in other parts of the world, in some places in South America, is actually pretty vulgar. So in Mexico, it's okay to use cachar, as in you caught me, or catch the ball. But in other places, you probably don't want to use that verb. It's not correct. Y me gustaste más. Me gustaste is I liked you. Más, more. So you caught me and I liked you even more. Ay, que chula rancherita. A rancherita is a girl from the country, from the rancho. Chula is pretty, beautiful, nice looking. I actually use chulo when I'm talking to my horse. Ay, chulo, estás tan bonito. I'll tell him, you're so pretty. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hello, how are you? So he's introducing himself. Now this is where it gets a little quick. This part, she goes pretty quick. Te aviso desde ahorita. Ahorita is a word that's used a lot in Mexico. I'm not sure about other countries, but they use it a lot in Mexico. It means right now. It comes from ahora, which is now. Ahorita is right now. So te aviso is I'm letting you know. I'm advising you. Te aviso desde ahorita. So I'm letting you know from right now que con palabras bonitas. Palabras bonitas are pretty words. So I'm letting you know that your pretty words no te alcanza para poderme conquistar. Okay, first, pa is actually para. It's very common in Mexico to say pa instead of para. I think actually this happens in some of the other countries as well, because there's a lot of places where para is shortened. No te alcanza. Alcanzar is to reach. It's still out of your reach. Poderme conquistar. To conquistar someone is to win them over. In a romance, the goal is to conquistar the other person, to get them to be yours. So, poderme conquistar. Poder is to be able to. Me is who we're trying to convince. So your pretty words are not going to be enough to convince me, is basically what she's saying. Con palabras bonitas no te alcanza para poderme conquistar. And this goes pretty quickly.
No soy de esas facilitas como aquellas muchachitas con las que yo siempre te he mirado hablar.
No soy de esas facilitas. Facilita comes from easy. Facilitas, so she's talking about those easy little girls. So I'm not one of those girls. I'm not one of those easy girls. Como aquellas muchachitas. Muchachita comes from muchacha. And in this case, adding the itas, it could be like a younger age, like they're younger. But in this case, I think she's talking about like they're not on my class. They're not at my level. So I'm not one of those easy girls like those girls. Con las que yo siempre te he mirado andar. So she's still talking about those girls, and she's talking about the ones that she's seen him with. Te he mirado is I've seen you with them. Andar is to walk along with them. Now, this could be literally walking with them in the park and the city, but it's kind of like, these are the people that you've been with. These are the people that you've been used to dating. These are the people you hang out with. So I'm not one of those easy girls like those girls that I've always seen you hanging around with.
Y si te llevo rosas,
Como quieres se me van a marchitar.
Y si te llevo rosas. Llevo comes from llevar, to bring. So how about if I bring you roses? And she answers him, como quiera se me van a marchitar. Marchitar is to wilt. So como quiera is whatever. Whatever, they're still going to weep. Se me van a marchitar. It's kind of an interesting way of saying that. They're going to wilt on me. We've got the reflexive me in there.
y si te llevo serenata.
Como quiera te va a correr mi papá.
Ay,
Y si te llevo serenata. Una serenata is something very romantic. Although it can be with a family, they might bring this to like their sons or their daughters, usually daughters. A serenata is when you come and sing for them, usually either late at night or early in the morning. For birthdays, it used to be a tradition that you would bring a serenata of las mañanitas. So he's saying, can I come sing for you? And she says, como quiera te va a correr mi papá. Now that whole part, te va a correr, you don't hear te va a correr. You hear te va a correr. It kind of all goes together. Te va a correr. This is very common. Te va a correr. Correr is to run. Te va a correr means, and the subject is mi papá. My dad's going to run you off. Te va a correr mi papá. My dad's going to run you off. And again, we have como quiera. It's kind of like whatever. So she's not giving him a yes or a no on these. She's just saying whatever. This is kind of where the meme came in because it played on this because she had an answer for everything that he says.
dime cómo quieres que te quiera. Este vato se hace a tu manera. Pide por esa boquita hermosa que por ti haría cualquier cosa.
Dime cómo quieres que te quiera. Okay, this is an interesting use of the conditional tense. Quiera is the conditional tense. The verb querer is to want. So we're actually using both meanings of the verb querer because it can be to want. It can also be to love. With the reflexive, it's to love. So dime cómo quieres. So tell me how you want que te quiera, that I love you. How do you want me to love you? Que te quiera is the conditional form of this verb. So it's kind of interesting to see the quieres que te quiera. Este vato se hace a tu manera. Vato is like guy. Este vato, so he's calling himself a guy. Se hace a tu manera. Hace is to make. So he's saying, I'll make myself a tu manera, in the way you want me to be. Manera is in your manner. Tu manera is your manner. So he's like, basically, you can do whatever you want with me. I'll do whatever you say. Pide por esa boquita hermosa. Boquita is short for boca. Boquita is he's talking about how it's a small mouth. So pide is asked for this pretty little mouth. So use your pretty little mouth and tell me whatever you want. Que por ti, that for you, yo haría cualquier cosa. Haría is also from the verb hacer, to do. So I would do cualquier cosa. I would do anything. Cualquier cosa is anything. So tell me how you want me to love you. This guy will do whatever you want, will be whatever you want him to be. Ask me with your pretty little mouth that for you, I would do anything.
Dime qué más quieres que te diga. Si a ti no te quieren mis amigas, yo poquito menos mi familia. ¿Qué van a pensar si un día no mira?
And of course she answers, dime qué más quieres. ¿Qué más quieres is what else do you want? ¿Qué más quieres? So tell me what else do you want que te diga. Here's another conditional verb. Diga comes from the verb decir. So what else do you want me to tell you? Si a ti no te quieren mis amigas. So my friends don't like you. My friends don't love you. No te quieren. They don't want you around. Y un poquito menos mi familia. So even a little bit less, my family doesn't want you around. ¿Qué van a pensar? What will they think? Si un día nos miran. If someday they saw us. And in this case, I think I would add together. So what are my friends and my family going to say if they ever saw us together? They don't like you. This is kind of the point of what she's answering him.
Ay, 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 yo no soy tan malo como dicen por ahí.
Ay, ay, ay. No soy tan malo como dicen por ahí. Now this word, ay, a lot of times you'll just hear it as ay, especially in Mexico. Por ahí is around there. Yo no soy tan malo, so I'm not as bad como dicen por ahí, as they say around, as they say out there. So he's saying, I'm not as bad as they say.
Ay, 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 no soy una tonta para dejarme engañar.
And she answers, ay, ay, ay. No soy una tonta para dejarme engañar. Okay, tonta is stupid. I'm not stupid. Pa, again, this should be para. Dejarme. Dejar is to leave. In this case, with dejarme, to let myself. Engañar is to be tricked. So I'm not stupid enough to get tricked by you, is what she's saying here. I'm not falling for your tricks.
Ay, Angelita, ya no seas tan mala.
Y usted no sea tan coqueto.
Ay, Angelita, ya no seas tan mala. Angelita is a short way of saying Ángela. And it also is kind of like giving an air of confidence. Like he's trying to convince her. Ya no seas tan mala. This is again the conditional tense. Sea is the conditional tense for ser. Don't be so mean. Don't be so bad. And she says, y usted no sea tan coqueto. So again, we're using the conditional tense, sea, usted. So she's using the formal you with him, which is like, he's using Angelita. And she's like, she's not even saying his name. She's calling him usted. So she's definitely putting up a wall. Coqueto is flirty. Flirty. So don't be so flirty. Don't be such a flirt.
Y si te llevo rosas.
Como quieres se me van a marchitar.
And then we go back to this. Y si te llevo rosas, and if I bring you roses, como quiera se me van a marchitar. Whatever, they're just going to wilt.
Y si te llevo serenata.
Como quiera te va a correr mi papá.
Ay.
Y si te llevo serenata, if I bring you a serenata, whatever, my dad's going to run you out of here. Como quiera te va a correr mi papá.
Dime cómo quieres que te quiera. Este vato se hace a tu manera. Pide por esa boquita hermosa que por ti haría cualquier cosa.
And this is the same again. How do you want me to love you? This guy will do whatever you want. Ask with your pretty little mouth whatever you want, because for you, I would do anything.
Dime qué más quieres que te diga. Si a ti no te quieren mis amigas, si un poquito menos mi familia, ¿qué van a pensar si un día no mira?
And she again answers him, what else do you want me to tell you? My friends don't like you, and my family likes you even less. What would they say if they saw us together?
Ay, ay, ay. Yo no soy tan malo como dicen por ahí.
Yo no soy tan malo como dicen por ahí. I'm not as bad as they say.
Ay, ay, ay. No soy una tonta para dejarme engañar. Ah.
And then, of course, she answers, no soy una tonta para dejarme engañar. I'm not stupid to let myself be tricked. I'm not falling for your tricks. So I think this is a really fun song. It kind of gives the play between a guy trying to get a girl's attention and how she's just completely blocking him. She's not really having much to do. Now, in all honesty, probably the next step is she might give him a chance. But this is kind of that cat and mouse game at the very beginning of a relationship, meeting somebody that you're interested in. I love the colloquial Spanish used in this. It does make it a little bit hard to understand, especially in the parts that they just run words together. But I really like her snappiness in this. And another thing that's kind of interesting, you know, the sentence where she says, my dad's going to run you off. Her dad is a famous singer. So most people, when she says this, gets the picture of him in their mind. And he seems to be a really protective father. So I have a feeling he probably will run a lot of guys off. So I think this is a really fun song. If you follow any Spanish forums, like especially last year, this became very popular and there were lots of memes because everything that he offers, she cuts him down. So they turned it into a meme. I've seen some really funny ones. I hope you've enjoyed this song. If you like this, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future lessons. I hope to see you soon. Nos vemos.